Good lines. I just throw them up there. Oh, thanks. I like Instagram 10 times better. I actually try to follow everyone, and then all of a sudden Instagram does this thing where they stop letting you follow people after a certain amount of people. Yeah, I got so mad. I was like, dude, I can't even follow people anymore. I'm following 93,000 people, but why not 96, you know? I guess they're like, no, this guy's got too much. These guys are creepies. That's awesome.
At least there's no clowns. No clowns in the room.
So what's up? We just figured we'd do an Aaron Goodwin Collection. This is my sister. She came out with a mom. Tristan, Adam, Bacon. He's not Aaron Collections, but he might as well be considered it.
He's red test.
Eric is sitting somewhere because he's shy.
Eric, where you at?
Eric.
There he is. There he is. Stand up real quick, Eric. Everyone look at Eric so then we can... That's at my house. I do the big stuff in orders, and this guy right here, he's there with me all the time, and so, yeah, he's right. My right man when it comes to it. Hey, how's it going? I don't know what to do. Usually someone comes up here and talks and says, hey, I guess we're leaving all. Any questions or anything? Yeah, go ahead. The scariest moment I've ever had was Hellfire's Dam when something came out of me. I felt like I became stoned, and then I almost died in Transylvania from, I think, a mild heart attack. That was weird because I was ready to just go, and then Zach started talking and snapped me out of it, and I started feeling the pain, and that was pretty scary. I don't go to the hospital. I don't find any possible. Well, I mean, I broke my toe. I'm going to go to the hospital paying like $1,000 just to say, hey, you can't walk on it for a while? Like, I know. Yeah, but then that's crutch. I'm a guy. I just deal with it. I know it's bad. I had crutches, and then I was like, dude, now my arms hurt, so I'm just going to go walking. Yeah. Yeah, I just roll with limp. Oh, but yeah, so I didn't go.
What's your favorite experiment on those?
There's a lot of them. I did like one of Mackey's where we did a Winchester Mystery House. That came through and I saw it connect with me, and then it changed everything. Now it's like I'm scared, but it's like I'll go do it, no problem. And you give me something dark, that's yes, something happened there. We have a lot of them. The new ones that are coming out now, some of them are pretty awesome. We did one here, I can't talk about it, but it was a pretty cool experiment at Prairieville. That's what we did a lockdown the night before Scarefest, so I'm running on fumes. So the bags are for lockdown.
Question for Amy. Amy, at what point did you decide that you were kind of interested in this and you wanted to start looking into some of this?
The paranormal investigating? Well, Aaron's taught me a lot, and I started doing events with Mark and Debbie, and we were just catching really good stuff. And because really, I've always liked scary movies, but I've never, until Aaron was on the show, I wasn't like a big believer in ghosts. And then I'm like, now I know it's real, and so I wanted to find out for myself. And he's taught me a lot, and so now I'm really into it. It's addicting.
Yeah, plus, I don't know if you guys were here yesterday, but we've come to find out that grandma and great-grandma and all them are ghost hunting for fun every weekend.
Yeah.
So we're like,
never met.
They're like third generation, I guess.
Yeah, third generation ghost hunters.
Has Aaron dragged anything home with him that's done to affect you or anybody else?
Well, I brought the witch.
He brought the witch to my house, which is... Yeah, so he came to the house and he was telling us about how he has the security on his phone to where if the lights shut off or electricity or someone breaks in, it alerts him. And he said that a lot of the times, he'll be, it'll just go off when he's talking about the witch or whatever. And so he's sitting there telling us the story, and it was the eye Oculus. It said the witch's name, and then my electricity shut off and on. And now there's something still there that's something bad in my house.
I told you I didn't want to stay there, but you You wouldn't let me stay in a hotel.
Yeah. You brought it home.
But you know what's really weird lately is, you know the painting you did for me, the Mackey's painting, Aaron's Inferno?
Yeah.
That, I get I'll get shadows. I swear to God, my camera's at home, I'll get shadows you can see go off that painting and all the way over to like some of your paintings in the walls. It's weird, dude. I've caught it like probably 3 times. It just transfers from painting to painting. That's my personal life. I just keep it to myself. I have a ton of stuff from home. I don't know. Yeah, but like, I don't know. I just kind of like, I'm in this aura bubble of energy now, and I kind of just keep it to myself. And, you know, maybe one day I'll show it all, but yeah, I probably won't do a book until the show's over. So then I'll be completely learned. Does that make sense? When she farts, I can definitely smell in Las Vegas. No, I don't think so. Not quite yet. There have been moments. We catch good stuff together, but she's just not getting into it, and so I keep telling her it's going to get, with us, for some reason it gets dark, and she's kind of experienced a little bit of it, and I think the more you do it, the more you get more sensitive, and then probably all that will happen.
I did the Copper Queen with Mark and Debbie Constantino, and that right there was the scariest thing I've ever experienced because I don't see that. I've never seen that on TV. We were, there was a family bed, and then Debbie, Mark, and me, and the bed lifted up and slammed back down, and I felt like I was going to throw up. And then I was supposed to do a Las Vegas Paracon. I was supposed to do a hunt with them, and I couldn't do it. Like, I was just angry for like 3 days, and I don't know how you do it all the time, because I was like,
welcome to the paranormal world,
angry
baby.
and like nauseous, and I can ride any roller coaster you put me on. I don't get sick, and I almost threw up right after it happened. It was just insane. Insane in the man.
That's my sister. Yes.
Oh, okay. This is for Adam and Christian. For your artwork, what influences you the most?
Not take it, dude.
What influences me the most?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going through different stages. When I came back from Iraq and started getting into painting, what influenced me was just kind of getting my mind off of things. Now is a different story. I'm kind of, I think I grew, and I just kind of do it for fun, and I have a little fun with it. And my new paintings aren't as dark, I think. I think that was my answer.
I think it's a hard question for any artist to answer in a way, because
I think Christian's on his wave right now.
But I'm actually writing a book, and it's going to explain everything. It's just highs and lows.
what's the book called?
Highs and lows.
I did have a name for it, but I think it was taken. So
It's not. You should take it.
okay.
Just add a B.
I'm going to be your lawyer.
Okay, so well, now I definitely won't say it. Just in case someone else is reading the book.
Yeah, we're not going to do it. I heard about the book, and it's pretty amazing, so be jealous that my ears have heard it. Yeah, it's a pretty hard question. I think you answered it almost unintentionally, too. I mean, every human being, we go through waves of ups and downs, and what is it, highs and lows? Is that what you said there?
As artists, we're very high and very low.
Absolutely.
You know, it's just like, it's magnified everything.
We're weird and annoying and medicated and happy and sad and a pain in the ass, I think, usually. No, but I think, I mean, really to be inspired by everything, right? Movies and music and breakups and friendships and a driver on the road that you hate because he's not using a blinker. And, you know, I mean, really, everything is, I think everyone is driven to be inspired by everything. So my answer
Use
is...
your blinker.
Use your blinker. And then I paint violent things if you don't.
I get road rage when people don't use their blinker.
Thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you during lockdown?
What's what?
The weirdest thing that's ever happened to you during lockdown?
There's so many. I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to like begin on half of that. I'd say that probably the weirdest thing, actually just the weirdest thing was being in that padded cell. Because I kept seeing these doctors. I kept thinking someone's walking around, and Nick and Zach and everybody was at home base. And so I know I was all alone. I kept seeing all this stuff and hearing the footsteps. And I kept, right at the end of it, after being there for a while, I kept seeing this like doctor's head out the window. Looked like he was looking at a notepad talking to somebody. And I was like, okay, I can see ghosts once in a while, all this stuff. Like, so I'm not like, oh my God, it's a ghost, because I know it's a ghost, you know? But then all of a sudden it clicked in my head that all this was made up and they're observing my story, and I'm actually in the doctor's office and I am crazy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm stuck in this hospital and this is all in my head. Ghost of Interest is like, never even was on TV, you know, like, and I lost it. Probably for about 10 seconds, I firmly believed I was actually in that padded room. And I realized I gotta get out. And so I got out and actually, I walked away from everything for like 20 minutes and just caught myself. I was breaking down. It scared me half to death. And so then finally when I got back, Nick and Zach showed up, and you see that in the show talking to me, and that was like, that was a trip, because like it tricked me for a second. I was just like, oh, and that's what that entity in there does. It actually takes over people and thinks they're crazy and they're in the hospital, and come to find out I got exactly what that entity does. So that was a trip.
If they knock those places down, do you think a lot of us live there with those places?
If what?
When, you know, a lot of those places that you guys think is something that burned down or they knocked down, do you think some of that stuff is still there?
I don't know. I've never been back. I've never been back to a place that's burned down or anything, so who knows?
What I've heard is
Spirits
it's in the
are
land.
going.
What I've heard is it's in the land, not necessarily the building. It's like what has ever happened in that land, because I've heard that like even if you build a brand new house, it doesn't even matter if it's something happened in that house, it's the land underneath.
Well, it could be the house that was on it and the land still, it's their land, so you never know.
Aaron's pointing. I don't get to pick.
No.
Could you talk a little bit about the Asian Ray-Ban, like the really crazy old guy over there?
Yeah, that was crazy, dude. That was a little awkward. Let's just say that. Let's just say he doesn't walk much and he doesn't go upstairs where the restroom is, and it was kind of like, whoa. It was a little creepy, but you want to know weird stories? Supposedly people get gray hair after going there, like completely white hair. And I was like, oh, okay. I swear to God, the next day, I started getting gray in my goatee. Maybe it was the right timing, who knows, but I started getting all this gray, and I'm like, oh my God, it nailed me. Like, I really thought I got gray hair from that. I'm convinced I got gray hair from that location. Not because of any other reason.
See, he has gray hair in his beard, but yet I get 20 times a day today I've been asked like, oh, you're older than Aaron, right? And I'm like, no.
It's hard being looking.
No. I don't have any gray hairs. You see the gray hairs? No.
You girls cover it up.
No,
us guys believe it.
it's like, I am 6 years younger.
6 years not smaller. I'm just kidding.
I get to pick. Raise your hand, raise your hand. Oh, no, no, you back in the back.
So often, paranormal experiences are from like negative, traumatic things. Do you think something like really great could like hold on? Like, do you think there could be like a really happy ghost that was really great?
Actually, I do, and I think that has to do with the person and how they are. So it's kind of like if that person was a good person or whatever, but you just probably don't see them very much. Because you know why? They're probably not caught up in it. They're probably out there like helping Mother Nature do its thing or whatever, you know. But like, I do think some get picked and chosen, and some of the evil stay, you know, and like in certain spots. Question is why do they stay in those spots? That's the big question. And I've had a lot of nightmares about that answer, and so that's why I've been having like, I've kind of been slacking because I was in a weird funk for like slowly starting to write the book/movie of the nightmares I've been having. It kind of like explains a little bit of what I thought. So can't tell you, but you'll see. I've been saying that for years. Yeah, we keep working on it. Christian and I, he got into some video graphics, and so we're trying to. I think I've said it before, right? We have a whole plan and thought of a video game, which would be kind of cool with art and ghosts and stuff like that. So it's a big, long process, and it takes a while. You can't make a movie overnight. You gotta take a year to wait to pre-plan it, and then you finally film it. So it's a long process.
You could make a movie with that.
It wouldn't be probably that good. Sure.
You and some friends are in like between different hills, and do you have a like particular area that you would like
I think it was the 3rd floor. It was the 3rd or 4th floor that's the most active.
Oh, I see how it
And
is.
so it was pretty cool.
Way to go, everyone turn, no, bye. Just kidding, you're fine,
Yeah, I'd say that just the hallways itself, the 3rd and 4th floor are pretty gnarly. Yeah, just calm your eyes and chill and wait. And something will cross by.
We used to go to the ghost hunts in Mansfield and always loved them. Do you think you'll be doing any more of those?
I don't know. I just kind of go with what people tell me to do and just flow with it. Yeah, I don't really make plans anymore for anything because I never know my schedule. We can be shooting one week and all of a sudden it gets changed for a new location and here we go. So I've had to cancel so many times on stuff that now it's just like pretty much just totally go and shoot and I do a couple of these things once in a
And it was
while.
awesome, you were able to make it to the Shanghai one.
Yeah.
Chad Lindbergh, me, Mark.
Yeah, sometimes I'll show up to one
The
just for
Shanghai
hell of
was
it.
so
but,
awesome.
Yeah.
Question I got for you, when we was at Waverly a long time ago, and you saw my best friend Dave.
His doppelganger.
Yeah, you thought it was either him or I.
Right.
I mean, I didn't ask you at that time, what was it doing? I mean, because
He was standing there hunting with us. It was like standing there. I was like, oh hey, and then just walked away like thinking, oh okay, he's just hunting. And then he was like, I wasn't there. Dude, I swear to God, I was hunting.
that was on the 5th floor, wasn't it?
I don't remember. That was a long time ago. We've done 110 episodes already, I think. What are you, Cy from Duck Dynasty or something? I got my eyes teeth. Okay, listen here. Look at here.
Yes, I love your shirt.
I pretty much quit, and then like, just we did the documentary, did a couple ghost hunts. We went to the film festival documentary. I kind of like started going, oh, this is kind of cool and easy. Then I'll do this again. This ain't too bad. It's kind of a rush, but I had no idea what Nick and Zach were gonna do to me. So that's what you're saying. Like I had no clue that was happening.
I was wondering, why do they always see you by yourself? And why is Nick always in the morning?
What's that?
Why is Nick always in the morning? And why are you always by yourself?
Because Nick kind of claimed the morgue on that one episode, so we're just like, morgue? Nick. But, I don't know.
You get the showers.
I get everything.
In the prison.
I get everything. So I always just say who's got the bigger, who's got the cojones to go in there. I don't know. I get scared.
Aaron is a Ken doll. He just has a, you know what I mean? The Ken doll.
It's true.
No, he's my brother. I picture him as a Ken doll.
I don't like the fact that you picture me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying. But I hear things or whatever.
Grab that microphone.
I pretend there's a plastic bowl there. There's nothing there. You already told me you
You
peed out
knew
your
my
finger.
parents and how we were raised. This is normal talk. This is just.
You said you peed out your finger earlier.
You, like coneheads.
So that made a lot of sense. It makes sense with my story.
I had a piss. I'm gonna go pee on my finger. Like coneheads. You ever seen the movie? I have.
I have too.
Remove the decal.
Narf the Garthog.
Oh yeah!
He's a Flondeck. Those are only 3 Conan words I know. I think Flondeck is like dude player. Deckle is a tattoo. And the Narfling the Garthog is fighting, which is the big use thing.
Yeah, well, not really good at that.
That was sexy.
I didn't believe in ghosts at all.
How did you hear that?
I can hear EVPs, bro.
When I was in EVPs, I
Maybe
didn't
that's what's always wrong, and I always have to explain it to you over and over.
I probably
I'm
have
talking
that.
microphone. Can you hear that?
I don't know. I don't know, George.
No, but I didn't believe in it. I saw scary movies. I was like, okay. Like I knew movies were movies. They had to do 20 takes on each time. So like, I never thought about ghosts. I never even like nothing. And so like when I had that first experience, that's what scared me. I was like, what? No. And then I kind of let it doing it. But yeah, I never thought about it twice really. I guess when I was a kid, my mom said I saw imaginary people, and then they found out like an imaginary person lived there. Remember the pirate dude or something? I don't know. I gotta talk to her
I
again.
have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Maybe every
I have good conversations with him.
Aaron, do you think they keep you alone because all the stuff you get when you're alone?
Oh yeah, that's it. I don't know. Now I get amazing evidence, and I'm starting to learn we're related to people, or we're finding out we're related to someone during the witch trials, and like we're Benjamin Franklin through marriage, and these are all these spots that I've gone and hunted again.
So you've done it doing
We're doing
We're doing
it.
it. If you listen to our podcast we did together, we talk about it a lot, and we're going to get more into it.
It's freaking me out.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What's it like working with Zach and Nick?
It's all like brothers. We're friends, and sometimes we're like picking on each other. Like it's fun. We get good evidence together. We know we can actually hunt, and some crazy stuff happens. So it's a pretty fun time.
Yeah, but he's scared of clowns.
People got good names.
So, for the show or for anything, what for you is the absolute holy grail of somewhere that you want to go investigate?
Salem. I wanted to go to Dracula's castles and all that, and I got to. And so my next only spot, really, that I'm just dying is Egyptian tombs.
Another one for me is we're Swedish, Scottish on my mom's side, and then English on my dad's side. I really want to go to Scotland and Sweden. Great part. Sweden. I want to go to Sweden because like they haven't done any like episodes there, and that's where that's a big part of our heritage is Swedish. And you wouldn't think so because we're not blonde or like blue eyes. I've got blue eyes. You got blue eyes.
Plus, whenever I think terror, I think Sweden.
Yeah, in the podcast there, it's like, isn't it just hot blondes and yodeling and hot blondes. That's what's in the podcast. I was like, really doing
Scary.
IKEA is terrifying. Those people do not know how to go in the right direction. They need to go back through. They don't even go in the opposite direction and act like we're the a-hole. Yeah.
I just want. He's got his arms. Who is that back there? With your arms up. There you go. Oh my God.
I know,
this is a
Aaron.
great question. Wait, start with Aaron.
30 ghosts.
Mine's 13 ghosts. It sounds lame, but it is, because when he puts those glasses on, it goes shh, closer. Like, that's what I fear the most in lockdown. Is seeing something, seeing it closer, and then all the way in my face, and it's like, it's got me. I don't know why, 13 ghosts. You can put everything else in front of me, it's like, oh, okay. But 13 ghosts scare the crap.
Well, what's the scariest horror movie? Or what's like? Would you specify your question, son? What did he say?
Your favorite.
My favorite. Probably The Collector and The Collection. If anyone's seen that. 0 people seen it? Good. I talked about this last year. Everyone watch The Collector and The Collection. Back to back. They're basically one movie. Or we're not friends.
Okay, my turn? Okay. My favorite movie as a kid, like 5 years old, was House.
That wasn't the question.
House?
Yes. Dog, you're dead.
Yeah, House. The first one. The first one. That scared the crap out of me, but I loved it. I'd have my friends over, and they ended up in my parents' beds crying, and I thought it was hilarious. Pet Cemetery was also a favorite. And the only one that's really scared me was The Conjuring, because a lot of it happens in my house. And it freaks me out, because I was watching it, it was like, there's a lot, like I wake up with bruises all over my body, and so I'm like, oh no, I saw that, I was like, it's not gonna happen. Yeah, no, Conjuring was the one that scared me. And then, Pet Cemetery scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. I was like, my cat's gonna eat me.
Favorite,
I have several favorite pets.
If I have to be honest with myself, Sex and the City. The first one. That was the only one?
I've actually seen that like entire series.
I had to watch the series too. When I was married, I got Supernatural and she got Sex and the City, so it was like, oh god.
You got into it, though, didn't you?
No, I didn't get into it. I watched shoots. I got into it. Of course, I had to watch it. You got
I think last year I said Shining. Someone asked that last year. But I'm gonna actually change it. Ooh. No. Okay. No, Shining's always gonna be like this stuff. I actually really liked Insidious. What? Is that, you don't like me now? Sorry. I know, I get mixed answers, Okay, because of the song. The song is just like, it freaks me out, and my wife loves to sing it, like randomly. So thanks, wife. So yeah, the song, the little kid, freaks me out. So that's my answer.
I love Christian's wife.
Insidious is amazing.
Insidious 2 just came out. Did anyone see it?
Is it good?
Yeah? Awesome. I want to see it.
Double answer really quick. When I was a kid, because I wanted to answer, Beetlejuice like terrified me. Beyond, you picked 7 of them. Beyond, I tried watching all the time, and one time I conjured up all of my bravery, and I snuck around the corner. And it was because I had to leave when they ripped her face off in the closet, and that freaked me out. And then I cried, and then I got all my effort up, and I peeked around the corner. Right when he turned around, he was a snake, and I ran away. That was last week, guys.
I have a question for Adam and Christian. What's it like painting Aaron's nightmares and stuff?
Annoying.
Endless conversations. What do you want me to fix?
There are there's a lot of check-ins.
You go first.
Yours is going to be hefty, isn't it?
Can I go third on that one?
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Just let it out, guys.
Okay.
No,
Now.
it's not that bad. Obviously, I really like it when I paint it once and it's perfect.
Oh,
And then that's the greatest feeling. But no, it's really interesting because you get to hear a lot of cool insider detail. I don't know, I can't. You're hearing something really deep and dark from somebody, which is for anyone to divulge to anyone is an amazing thing. And it's really cool when you've been there too, or there's some cases where I'm like, wow, I've actually drawn something like that before, or I've seen that already. So it's an interesting look at how so many of us are connected beyond what we know.
It's true. Sometimes I've seen it. That's when we were talking. I saw his art, and I was like, "Dude, this looks pretty close to my nightmares." And then he started painting stuff, and then it was just like, "Dude, this is exactly how I felt." And one of them, the witch getting bit, that one was a nightmare. That took 7 months of no, redo it, repaint.
Is it my turn?
Let's let Christian go first because I got a feeling you're gonna be a while.
I hope Christian is long.
Let them have it.
You know what? The few that I did, that it's kind of location. was actually pretty easy because we just kind of talked about like, where he hunted and, stuff that happened. And I just kind of like did it and he's like, well, cool. It's like faces that drove me up the wall because we went back and forth texting and I have artist vocabulary, like I use perspective and lines, and, shading. Well, he's just like, well, can you make a right triangle? And then, I don't know, there's like alien symbols in the texting, and I didn't really know what to think of it, so then we had to meet up, which never really happens when we're talking about paintings. I just kind of do it and give it to him, but then he was like drawing and stuff, and then I was even more confused.
Drawing about that. I was in lockdown, remember? I was like out shooting and I kept sending drawings on a napkin and I was like, we knew we were on the same page, but it's just, we got off for a second and just mine don't know how to talk sometimes. No, I messed Christian up big time. Sorry, Christian.
Okay, so I'm gonna say good things first. Okay, so when we were doing, the picture of Aaron growing out of the ground. Aaron, I'm gonna say good things first. Okay, so he was actually at my house, you twisted his goatee, stuck it in a pot of dirt, and then I photoshopped around, added more rocks, made it look like he was growing out of the ground. Because he was sitting right there, we busted that out in like an hour. Same with the vampire scary one, like the dark side of Aaron, super quick, awesome. And then when I did the paintings, it was actually kind of amazing because I'm one of those people when I paint, it's never done. Like I don't ever feel like it's done, and I send him a picture and he's like, it looks awesome. It didn't look done to me, but to him he was like, it looks good, awesome. Now I'm gonna go to the big step in skeleton. 6 months. What did you think I was
There's so much more you could have said about that face paint that you forgot.
What did I forget? What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Those were a lot quicker. Okay, the big step in skeleton took 6 months. Mainly because I lost the text because I broke that bone and I wish I had it, and luckily I had a couple people that actually saw it. So he's sitting there telling me the goatee looks like a pineapple. So you know how he tells me to fix it? He draws this thing that looks like Pac-Man, and he circles something on the chin of the Pac-Man, and he's like,
get rid of that. Yeah, just get out of that. Get rid of that. Well, then you make it look like a ball sack.
It did not look like a ball. Maybe I was trying to make it look like a ball sack because you're my brother and it's revenge. I don't know. But no, it looked like he could have just said, take one of the farther ones down, but instead he sent me Pac-Man. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? But it was hilarious. It was hilarious. I'm so bummed. Do you have that still? That picture you drew of the Pac-Man? Because I want that bad. I want to frame it.
I keep like all the sketches these guys have done. I keep it all.
I want a photocopy of the Pac-Man because we all laughed about that for a long time.
So you look like Peter Griffin sometimes, or from Family Guy.
Yeah, ball chin.
The ball chin, yeah, he did. He was like,
We got like because we got like the scruff coming down a little bit.
it doesn't look like a pineapple anymore. That's 6 months.
That took a while. The leg, the foot prod, everything. I just gave
The
up.
ribs I had to change like 50 times. Like one rib. He's like explains it to me, but when he explains things, he's a little dyslexic about it. He's like, do it this way, and then so I do it that way, and he's like, no, the opposite. And I'm like, that's what he said.
All that aside, Aaron Jeremiah, Loquacious, Goodwin,
I call him Aaron Badwin.
So despite all that though, I think as artists, like we've talked about, that you do art and then someone comes up and you're like, wow, I like your art so much and I trust you so much as an artist, I want you to paint the deepest and darkest things that I have in me. I think somebody else pretty honored as well.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, despite the fact that you're just ridiculous pain in the ass, I'm not going to show it.
Well, most artists don't do that too. Most artists won't just take something from someone and make it exactly what they want because they put their flavor. So we're always battling with that too, but the flavor is good, or it's awesome.
Flavor is
but,
good.
But yeah, so it's like, I'm just lucky they actually will like work with me and do it. Bacon.
Okay.
Little man, okay. Alright. I used to be like, what? But now it's like, okay, cool, I got it, what's up? You know, like I kind of got used to it after a while. I think the spirit world knows who we are. Yeah.
Okay, first off, I'm here thirsty.
Am I?
I know I have 4. 1,
I got 4.
3,
Wait, let's
4.
diagram this. Soda, okay.
Oh, yeah, this
Vitamin water of some sort.
Zip Fizz.
Zip Fizz.
14,000% of your
Psy. Psy. That's iced tea, dude. You're Mrs. Psy.
Oh, why the fuck is there a
Whoa!
Oh my god! I can't. Where's Candyman? Oh my god, get it? Was I drinking out of that? Why is there a bee in there?
That's awesome.
Oh my God.
Why is there bees? Oh, I have a There's not
I put it outside. I just think I save bees. It's weird.
You're joking, right? You're messing
Yeah, I'm
with me.
That was awesome. Yeah, where did that bee come from? And you open it up right there.
I poured some pop in, and all of a sudden this bee comes
You're like,
out.
hey.
I don't know if I want to sit next to her.
That was horrible.
Wait, what's the question? Oh, yeah. Well, I didn't think you did. Perfect timing.
Okay, Aaron, now you do a lot of Aaron vlogs.
Yes.
Okay, my favorite is the cookie time one.
Everyone just loves cookie time.
But that's not the only one though. The one driving home from Vulture Mine. Not driving. Well, not driving home, but the Vulture Mine one. I don't know if
When
you're
it rained and you had to turn around, you guys got stopped by the police and had to go
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Oh my God.
God, there's been so many. There's been 100 episodes. And I probably have 4 Aaron's vlog for each episode. So that means there's about 400 or 500 Aaron's vlogs out there. That's pretty cool.
Now, which one is your favorite though? Which is the funniest one you think?
Well, we were
sticks
dancing
out
in
the
your
most.
hotel.
I don't know.
Or in the car.
I don't know. There's so many. I like the one where Billy and I are ordering room service in an accident. Because he showed up pissed off. It was awesome. That was probably my favorite. Yeah.
What's the most interesting thing that you captured on Ghost Adventures?
There's always so many stuff, but that connects. I really was impressed by that because everyone who has Xbox and has a Kinect can actually now ghost hunt their house. You know, it's kind of cool. I really like the Kinects. I thought those are pretty cool, but my favorite stuff is just when we feel it. Sometimes you can't see that, but that's the best evidence because I know what's going on, and now we have to like show you somehow, you know, or we get something on it that will show it. So it's cool. A lot of stuff. There's so much stuff that happens to us in the show, but we don't put it on there because it's like we can sit there all day going, I filmed this, I saw this, and we didn't capture it. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
It seems like you always get saved in those disturbing places or you're locked down.
I do now. I really do now. I've said before, metaphorically speaking, I feel like Iron Man. I go home and I just work, Tony Stark, all the time. I'm always working. And then as soon as it's time to go on the shoot, I put the suit on, show up, and I do my work and come back. And then I'm back to just chilling in my house working all the time. But yeah, I kind of do. I dig it. I like, give me a painting ritual. Don't give me no voodoo. I don't want that no more. But I'll do whatever.
Last dead.
Is dead.
Does anybody have 2 double?
love flash photography.
Why are you people not carrying batteries around?
They're okay though. No, they're fine.
My favorite movie? Non-horror.
Oh boy.
Hunger Games.
That was not a good movie, Amy.
And I got more. And Memento. Does anybody see Memento?
Memento's good.
That is a good movie. Do I have more problems?
That Fresh Breath thing commercial?
Memento. I love that movie.
That's Mentos.
Oh, were they? Yeah, Mentos.
Not Mentos. Not the trash bag.
Big.
I want to live in that like loft area, and I want a trampoline in
Yeah,
there.
the giant
I just want it. That would be awesome. Yes.
You narrowed it down to big? That's awesome. I can't do that.
Well, I can't say House of a Thousand Corpses or American Psycho.
American Psycho is not horror, right?
Yeah, it
Is it?
is. Yeah. Christian Bale. Woo!
I can't say those. So.
I thought you said 50 Shades of Grey.
That's gonna be my favorite. My all-time favorite movie is probably Sex and the City. The Matrix. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And bye.
Paranormal.
Aaron, you did it!
Aaron?
It's because I said Sex and the City. He's like, we're done.
Get them out of here.
And then Equilibrium.
Yes!
Watch it.
Good movie.
Well, watch it. Yeah.
Mine's strong Matrix. I feel like we're living in the Matrix. Blue pill or red pill?